Hey, I'm Tyler Boronski. You're watching my YouTube channel where I interview some of the most recognizable faces in entertainment and in the digital space. Today's guest, he's only 16 years old, but has accumulated over 2 million followers on TikTok and closing in on 100,000 followers on Instagram. He's been featured in major publications such as Business Insider and Forbes, and he is Parker Pannell. Parker, hello, and thank you for the time, man.
Hi, Tyler. Thank you so much for having me, man.
Absolutely, man. I'm glad we get finally a chance to talk. I know we met at Playlist a couple months ago, but now we finally get a chance to sit down and do an interview.
Yes, of course. And I apologize for taking so long to follow up. I've just been jam-packed, but now that we're here, with coronavirus, I've had a lot more time, so I'm glad we're getting back.
So you're from Lexington, Kentucky, and there's a little irony in this question since you're back in Kentucky right now, but you did move out to LA, a couple years ago. And you moved out before you had the social media presence that you have now. So what were the conversations like with your parents on convincing them to let you move out to LA at such a young age?
I mean, it was countless hours of convincing. I was always telling them, I was like, hey, can I please move to LA? Can I please do this? And it took so long and it was very difficult. But my parents knew deep down that if I wanted to make it in the entertainment industry, I had to be in LA. So we took the sacrifice that we needed to make and we just did it. And it's been crazy ever since. And I don't currently live in LA with my parents. That I live out there with a legal guardian.
Okay. Wow.
It's not many people know about, but I do live with a legal guardian, and my parents live back in Kentucky, but they're coming out monthly.
Got it. And, going out to LA is such a different scene over there. And there's so many kids like your age that are pursuing similar goals in entertainment. So when you first moved to LA, what was that adjustment like for you, getting used to that city and meeting people in the industry?
Yeah, for sure. So when I first moved, the adjustment was obviously like super big, coming from, I guess, a smaller town in Kentucky, which is one of the bigger cities in Kentucky, but coming from there, going to a major city, one of the biggest cities in America. And it's crazy to think that I'm just this 16-year-old boy. At the time I was 14. And because I was just turned 15, because my birthday's in September. So just turned 15 and just trying to take over the world step by step. And it was definitely a big adjustment. It was a culture shock. The people are so different, and then everybody's personality and everybody's having different passions with the entertainment industry. And it's like, it's not weird, I guess, to see somebody just recording a video on the side of the street rather in Kentucky. Nobody else is doing that.
Yeah.
So it was crazy, Tyler, but I love it.
As I mentioned, you have over 2 million followers now on TikTok. But for someone that isn't familiar with your videos, how would you describe your style of videos on TikTok?
Definitely, yeah. So my style on TikTok would be more so just like comedy and super variety content. And I'm always just trying to stay updated on the trends. And I always just try to put a positive message no matter what and whatever I'm doing.
I guess how important you think a niche is, especially on TikTok. I see it more important maybe on other platforms, but it seems like TikTok, in my opinion, variety is more acceptable. Just want to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, definitely more variety. And I apologize for moving. I just figured out the lighting was a lot better, and I wanted to make sure it looks the best.
That's a real content creator right there. He knows get the lighting right. So I appreciate that.
Yes, having a good niche is super, super important. And that's the first thing I tell people when they ask, like, what do you do to grow on social media? And I always say, find a niche and really just hyper niche down as to what you want to do content wise. But for me, when I say variety, it's not this large variety. It's more, it comes into the main category of comedy. I'm able to go outside and I can film stuff in public, but at the same time, I'm able to film something in my house, or I'm able to film something by myself, and I can do maybe like a fun, little talking video, or if I just want to do a skit. So that's what's pretty cool about my, I guess, niche on social media. But I like I said, I think it's very important to really figure out what you want to do and what's going to set you apart from the rest of everybody else.
Gotcha, totally. So everyone knows when they see a Parker Pannell video, it's going to go back to the roots of comedy of some sort.
Definitely, yeah. And sometimes you may look at it and be like, this isn't something I would laugh at. But you have to remember my audience is a little bit younger, so I try to make content designated for their age range.
Totally, makes sense. So right now, TikTok, it's kind of no question right now. That's the best platform for having content go quote unquote viral. And I think, for people, especially with a creative mindset, when you watch a viral TikTok, you can kind of get that feeling afterwards, like, okay, I'm not surprised that video went viral, but I can't necessarily verbally explain why. So in your opinion, what qualities make up a video going viral?
I think the qualities that make a video going viral would consist of, number one, good lighting, which is why I'm here right now.
Yep.
So if you have that good lighting and there's popping colors, I would like to say contrasting colors, where you got brights, you got orange, you got blue, and you got sometimes white, just whatever pops. But that doesn't always work, because I've done videos where I'm wearing all black and they've performed really well. But I would say colors, lighting, and like we just spoke about, having a creative idea that's different, unique, nobody else is doing it. And I think that's which is really, because I like to say the cream rises to the top, and that's what's gonna do that.
I see you've been putting your parents in your videos a lot recently. They're very funny and goofy in the videos. What are their thoughts about being characters in your skits?
For sure. I mean, my parents love it. Like, seriously, they're gonna be the next big TikTokers. I can see it now.
Okay.
They were just filming a video literally like 30 minutes ago, and I haven't even filmed anything today, and they're already ahead of me. My dad was doing this video where he cracked an egg in his mouth. So, that's something, but he's growing followers, and we love all working together as the Pannell family.
There you go. That's kind of funny. They're into it as well. You kind of like D'Amelio family, Addison's mom and dad, and maybe the Pannells, right?
Yeah.
As successful as you've been, online in the entertainment industry, I'm sure you're still constantly thinking about what's next for my personal brand. Like, for example, I know you worked with Michael Gruen, VP Talent of Relations at Talent X, about getting your Instagram verified. And I know for some people that might think, oh, getting the blue check mark online, that's just, for a flex online. But really, that's going to be a credibility thing for your brand in the entertainment industry moving forward. So what are you currently thinking about right now in terms of what I need to do to continue growing my personal brand in this industry?
Yeah, so well, first on the verification, that was a super long, tedious process. I've been working for months, bro, months, just on getting the proper qualifications for the whole verification thing. And Michael helped out there in the end. He had like the finishing touch there, so it was perfect. But yeah, so I think for my personal brand, I'm always just trying to utilize TikTok as much as possible. And that it's just been such a beneficial platform, because I have that built-in advertisement, I like to say. And I'm able to just, if I have ever something going on, or if I want to promote something, I'm able to just prop up my phone and just start talking to the camera about it. So that's what's great. And I'm always working on my personal brand no matter what. Because I'm putting content up on my website, parkersplayground.com, if you've checked that out before. But I'm always just working on new stuff and always creating.
Yeah, it's just a constant constant battle of what to do next. And like you said, you're updating your website. You're just always finding something to work on. So
definitely.
I've told you this in the past, but I first discovered you actually on LinkedIn, and that's how I heard about your personal brand. And besides you and Jade Vincent, I don't see so many social media influencers as active on a platform like LinkedIn like you guys are. So why was it important for you to be as active as you are right now on LinkedIn?
For me, I'm just always trying to, be just creating. And I think that's the moral of the story, is just always creating new content in any way, shape, or form. I think that's the best way to look at it. Last
question for you. On social media and different public articles written about you, you do have a lot of different titles like social media creator, actor, host, comedian. And I know entertainment industry, it's all about trying, whatever opportunities are presented to you. But if we strip away the titles, what would you say is your most valuable skill set that applies within the entertainment industry?
Yeah, thank you for that question. That's good. I would say my most valuable asset with the entertainment industry, and just me personally, would be I'm just always I'm dedicated to what I do and everything. And like I said, with creating content and with just being I'm a Christian. I'm just trying to be a rounded individual. And I think with whatever comes to my mind, I put my heart and soul to it. I don't just think about it and let it slide by the wayside. I keep on going. So I would say dedication.
Totally. And where can people find you if they don't follow you already?
Mm-hmm. They can find me on social media. It's Parker Pannell, 2 N's, 2 L's. And make sure you guys follow Tyler while you're at it.
Okay, I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Hey, I've enjoyed following Parker. Great kid. I love seeing your posts. So thank you again, man. Appreciate the time.
Thank you, Tyler. Appreciate it.